All right, Shalom. Let me check the stream to make sure it's I'm streaming. All right, Shalom. Um, First, we want to give all praises to Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai, Ba'ashim Kakodash, double honors to our apostles, a great millstone that rule with honor and with diligence. Honestly, brothers out there pushing this truth and love and sincerity to wake up the elect. Peace be to the elect and their families, those that change according to the word, calling on the names Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai. Say peace be unto you. May the Lord have mercy on you in these evil times. To you brothers and you sisters out there listening and learning that are sincere, may the Spirit continue to be with you and keep you as well, And, I just wanted to do a quick response to this title that's been going around, Sisters in Jacob's Trouble. I watched these videos, both good videos. I watched the Elder Manatazak by his video first, and then I watched Apostle Gabar's response, which is both are really good videos. Brothers and sisters should check them out, when you get a chance. It's everybody that has spiritual eyes and ears that are open can see that this place is going down, man. Like the degradation of America, the ruin of this country is something that's been considered by a lot of people right now. Especially people that read the scriptures. Now they're saying that right now the Bible has been sold in record breaking sales in Bible scriptures right now, because it's evident that everyone can see that clearly the Lord is moving. The Lord is shaking his hand in the earth. So it's serious. We're living in very, very serious times, man. And it's good that people are trying to take heed as much. If there's any wisdom in you, you would be trying to take heed to what the Spirit is saying to the church, what the scriptures are saying. And then even if scriptures are up, you got people that got so many false doctrines out there that people read the scriptures and they won't get understanding following the majority of these doctrines out here. The doctrine, the true doctrine, people see it as as a lie, because the world has cushioned people to the point where everybody's soft now. Everybody's on this soft era. The thing where if it's anything that's too harsh for me to hear, I don't have to hear it. So it's hard for the world to receive, the truth. And then the truth that is going forth unadulterated is being shunned, because people are emotional. The world has become weak with age, and so are the mindset of this world is a weak one. That's why the scriptures, it says in the scriptures, man, the truth shall make you free. Because the first thing that you receive when you get in this truth is the salve to see the world for what it is. But it's seeing as we're getting more and more close to the end of this current world system, and this government, Babylon, aka America, now everybody's like, what am I supposed to do? And that's a good mindset to be in, man. To fear, that shows you the fear of the Lord, man. But also with that, along with that mindset, you got to know that you got to correct yourself, man. You have to put in the work to do what's right in your own life. You know, if the spirit is dealing with you, you're gonna do what's right, man. You know, but the world has created this mindset that no one has to be accountable, and people have lived that life of unaccountability for so long to the point where you know they don't know how to be accountable. Like, even if you correct them, even if a person says, yes, I believe in God, and then you can quote a Bible scripture that's against what they believe, and it's plain. And if they're so indoctrinated that they don't even see the word for what it is, or people are just so weak minded that every little thing hurts them. They get touched by every little thing, everything that corrects them, even if it's righteous. They get touched because there's that mindset of no accountability. I can do what I can do me. I want to do me. And the spirit of the Lord is getting fed up. It's getting fed up with these people, man. That spirit. Should the ox boast itself against it? I mean, should the axe boast itself against its maker? And that's what people don't realize when they do that, when they're not obedient to the words of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, and when they create a system to where they in their mind they have free will and they can do what they want to do. It condemns them, but touching on this subject, man, because I've seen this question being asked by a lot of women that seem to follow the brothers, that seem to watch our videos, you know, and the biggest thing is in this truth that you got to make sure that you're doing what's right for your walk, for your relationship with the Lord to be solid. And Apostle Gabar touched on that. He said the reason why a lot of women don't have husbands is because they haven't examined themselves. What what a lot of women have to understand is, just because the Bible says, you know, that men, like in certain scriptures, it'll just refer to men, but the scriptures also say the woman is of the man. So everything that's written in the Bible applies to us individually. You know, there's no scripture that's written to man that doesn't apply to woman as well. You know, and if it does, like in the law, there are scriptures that pertain it to men. But it also covers the female aspect of things in another law. Everything is covered. You know, and you got the Lord's men out here with teaching. We've been trying to put people on. So what the Spirit is saying to the church, and people have chose to live their lives, and then now, I'm not talking about you sisters that's in the truth, but I'm talking about people that have chosen to live their lives and do what they want to do. Now they got to scramble. Like, you may have maybe new in the faith. You got to scramble to work out your salvation. You got to scramble to get those bad habits off of you. Those things that make for you to live a wicked life. You got to scramble to, change the mindset that this world put on you. And that's for every individual person. We all have to deal with ourselves. We all have to study to show ourselves approved. We have to read these scriptures and say, and if the scriptures say don't do it, you don't do it. The scriptures say do it, okay, but don't overindulge in anything. And that's a huge part. A huge part of why we do what we do, or the Spirit got us out here teaching, to make it easier for people to get it, to simplify it. But at the end of the day, hey, we're at the end of this thing. Like it's gonna be only a limited time where you're gonna see us on the internet. And to ask certain questions, it's better to just do what you got to do. Hey, do what the scriptures say do. Hey, all this time we've had time and time over to listen to these lessons, to change, to make better spiritual decisions, to become who we are at this present moment. You know, if you've been in the truth for a while and you don't know what you're supposed to be doing, then you wasn't really in the truth. But you know, Apostle Gabar made that point. A lot of women haven't examined themselves, and you know, the Lord ain't gonna just give you a man of the Lord if you ain't right. You know, there's this concept that people have to deal with you, and people don't. People don't have to deal with nobody else's problems if they choose not to. And it's you know, it's to a point where men are just tired. Men are fed up with dealing with people, mainly women shit. And if the men in the world, the men that are in the world are tired of dealing with women shit, you better believe the men in the truth are tired of it. You know, a lot of men just prefer. I have friends, brothers that's in the truth that are close friends that's just like I don't that don't deal with women. You know, so the biggest thing is like Apostle Gabar said, you have to examine yourself to make sure that you're doing what's right in the eyes of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. Brothers are doing these videos for you to get it. If the spirit is working with you, you're gonna get it. If you're a phony, you're gonna get it, but you're not gonna get it the way you know you're not gonna get it the way that the people of the Lord you're gonna get a bad one. You're gonna catch a bad one, as they say, man. It's up to all of us to make sure that we are sincere. We're doing this for the right reasons. That we sincerely love Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai and want to be obedient unto him. You know that we are examining ourselves and applying the scriptures to our daily lives. You know, and your sisters as well, man. You have to make sure that you're really examining yourself. Like us to get to where we are, like brothers are for the most part, a lot of brothers are hard on themselves. We're hard on ourselves, man. When we go off, when we do something that's unsavory, when we do some wickedness, we don't have the option to say, well, I don't feel like apologizing right now. We don't. If we do something wrong and we know it's wrong and the scriptures prove us, then we got to go back and fix it. And the world doesn't view life like that. And mainly women don't view life like that. Women don't view life like that, where if I do something, I just watched a video, and some of the brothers that know about seen this video. It's a video that's going around right now where a man took 2 paternity tests with his woman on both his supposed children, and the children weren't his. And that's not even the worst part. The worst part is the woman, instead of saying, you know what, I'm messed up, I'm sorry, this is fucked up, you know, uh I'm gonna do what I can to make this right. She just lying, just like, the first one may not be yours, but the second one is. I don't know what kind of I don't know what kind of birth control test they used and all this shit. Just lying because lack of accountability. lack of accountability. And now, hey, sisters got to make sure y'all checking that shit, man. Because ain't no man, like, these men are not dealing with women like that. You know, men are not going out of their way to woo women, spend money. All these women complaining that there ain't nobody taking us on dates. Yeah, yeah, fuck, that's goddamn right. You know why? Because there's videos of women that's going to breakfast and lunch and dinner with 3 different guys and thinking it's cute. So now ain't no man trying to, we not trying to be fools out here. So everybody's like skeptical, like, you know what? I mean, y'all disgust me. You know, everybody's like, everybody's tired. Everybody's tired of the black woman shit. Mainly the black woman. Everybody's tired of her shit, man. You know, so you have to do the work to make yourself a better and more peaceful person, so that you can kind of bring peace into someone else's life too, instead of hell. Like, nobody's choosing the option to just deal with more hell just to lay up, have a warm body next to them. You know, people are over it. I'll get a fucking space heater. I mean, people are over it. So, if you're slotted to be a delivered, and at the end of the day, the Lord is going to deliver you. Make sure you're doing the things what's right. Doing your best to do what's right. If you desire a husband, you pray for one. But if you don't get one, you just wait and make sure you're doing the work on yourself. Make sure that if the Lord do bless you with one of his men, that you're not going to give that man hell. And to you sisters that got husbands that's in the truth, you better consider yourself blessed, man. You better consider yourself truly blessed, and you better do what you got to fucking do to keep that man. You got a husband in the truth. You don't have no idea how blessed you are to have a husband that's a man of the Lord right now. I know some women are seeing it like, damn, they could probably have friends that's in the world. I'm like, damn, her life fucked up. This nigga fucked. Like, there's some true dirtbag niggas out here, male and female. So if you got a man of the Lord, consider yourself blessed. Don't take that man for, granted, man. You got to stick to him like fucking glue. Better do what you got to do to keep. Real soon it's gonna be a bunch of PYTs running around out here, and the man could just say, you know what, you've been giving me hell. Fuck you. I'm not dealing with your shit, man. Hey, the Lord is changing shit up, man. People got to get with the program, man. Like, for real. Like, if you serious about this truth, then you better be reading up on how a woman's supposed to act according to the scriptures and applying it to yourself. Like, seriously, man. Like, it ain't nothing we can tell you, but what's written in the scriptures. This is 1 Corinthians 11:8. It says, for the man is not of the woman, but the woman of the man. It says, verse 9, neither was the man created for the woman, but the woman for the man. So the women of our race were created for us, man. Not for, and then another thing, man, not for any other race. Women was created for us, but they treat the brothers the worst and treat every other race, go and work for them and profit them and make their business grow, and to find a way to be chipper and bubbly, like come home to work and treat their men like hell. The man they splitting that's paying the bills or whatever this arrangement they have going on, treat the man like hell. And this is even in the truth in some instances. Women that supposed to know the scriptures. People gonna learn, man. It ain't nobody's job to fucking put up with you, man. If I'm gonna choose insanity, it's going to be my own insanity. I'm not going to choose somebody else's. I'll just deal with my fucking self. At this point, I'll cut you off like a light switch. I could love the fuck out of you, but I'll turn you off tomorrow. I'll change like the wind on your ass. I'll let you go before I let you drive me fucking nuts. That's where I'm at. I'll fucking cut you loose. I'll give you got a couple warnings with me, and then okay, well, you can go on about your fucking life. I'm not dealing with it. And that's at all, bro. Done that before. It doesn't make sense to keep doing the same shit. That's just how it is, man. Like, fuck that. I'm not doing it. Luke 12:47. It says, and that servant that knew his Lord's will and prepared not himself. See, a lot of women that say himself. That's talking about y'all. No, that's talking about you too. It's talking about you too. Because the woman is of the man, right? The man is not of the woman, but the woman is of the man. A lot of people say, yeah, you don't like black women, but they made you. No, my father made me. My mother carried me. But the seed that came out of my mother was of my father's line. The servant which knew his Lord's will and prepared not himself, neither did according to his will, shall be beaten with many stripes. That's talking about you women too. You know, if you're a woman and you know the truth and you got a husband that's in the truth, you better do right by that man. You're not supposed to be acting like these other women out here, giving a man hell and all that shit. That man should be smiling every fucking day. Hey, if the world is treating us like hell, we won't come on to hell too. Fuck no. People are opting the fuck out. You know, if you're gonna build something, build it. You know, it says, neither did according to his will shall be beaten with many stripes. Hey, and a woman is supposed to serve her husband according to the scriptures. Salaki. Hey, I have a yeah, I'm live, but yeah, I'm gonna unlock the door for y'all. All right, shalom. Salaki. It says, but he that knew not and did commit things worthy of stripes shall be beaten with few stripes. For to whomsoever much is given, to him shall be much required. And that goes for you women as also. Hey, see, a lot of women see scriptures and they say to him, it ain't got nothing to do with me. And it got everything to do with you too. If you want a man of the Lord, it's going to be much required of you, because a man of the Lord, that's being given much. If the women is going to be saved of the man's works and merits, that's a lot, man. Don't you? If you get with a man, don't you want him to, be equipped to do the job to get you the fuck out of here? So you gotta. Hey, if the Lord ain't gonna give you no husband if you're not in the right mindset to receive one, because if the Lord give you a husband, you still fucked up about all these other dudes you was with, you can't get it together. You ain't prayed and asked the Lord to forgive you for having all these bodies on you. That's another thing, man. Like women are supposed to be with one man according to the scriptures. If you was in the world and you was promiscuous and had multiple dudes, then you come to the truth, you should ask the Lord to forgive you for that. Let me unlock this door. Salakia. The brothers coming in. It says, for unto whomsoever much is given, Of him much shall be required. Come on in. Hey, Shalom, yes, of him much shall be required, and to whom men have committed much, him they will ask the more. Hey, Shalom, brother. We got the Elder Gabaria and Officer Kaya coming in. Y'all can, if y'all want to join in, y'all feel free. Shalom. Yeah, this is 2 Corinthians 13:5. It says, examine yourselves whether you be in the faith. It says, prove your own selves. So if you want to be with a man of the Lord, you got to know that you can't be that man, give that man hell. You know, if you desire to be with a man of the Lord and you know you got all these personal issues that you need to work out, then what the hell, like, work them out. But it ain't nobody's job to have to deal with you, bro. Like, if you know you ain't in the right mindset, just keep praying to the Lord and doing your best to live right. And then do the work, man. We had to do the work. Like, for us to get to where we are now, we have to work on ourselves, man. So everybody got to work on themselves. The men and the women, you know. You got to get don't the scripture say was the old man and his deeds? Yeah, put off the old man and his deeds, right? Yeah. See, just because it say man there don't mean it's not talking about women. You got to put off that old woman and her deeds. You know. Go ahead, bro.
This is Psalms 4:3. But know that the Lord Yahweh Bashim Shai has set apart him that is godly for himself. Mm-hmm. The Lord will hear when I call unto him. So I brought that out to say, you know, you got to understand these women, our wives, whoever, you got to understand that we belong to the Most High. And the things that we do are in accord to please him. See, that's that happy wife, that's of the world. Mm-hmm. Even Paul spoke of that when he said, he that is married, 1 Corinthians 7:33, but he that is married careth for the things that are of the world, mm-hmm. how he may please his wife. Mm-hmm. Now, see, that's on the back burner with us. I mean, we still do those things, but mm-hmm. that ain't the forefront.
Yeah. Yep.
I got something if I could. This is 2 Corinthians chapter 5, verse 17. It says, therefore, if any man be in Mashiach, he is a new creature. Old things are passed away. Behold, all things are become new.
Yep.
You know, so yeah, you know, that former person you was in your so-called life that you had, which it's really not life, you know, that person's supposed to be put down. You know, you're supposed to shun all that that person's activities, whoever you was in the world, with whether that's a musician, an artist, a gamer, a drug, whatever you was, that person, you know, takes the backseat. You know, you're supposed, matter of fact, that person doesn't even supposed to have dominion over you no more. You mm-hmm. become a whole new person. You're supposed to adopt a whole new personality. You know, people are not supposed. People to look at you like, damn, you're completely different. You know, you're not even the same you anymore. You know, mm-hmm. you're supposed to become a new creature, new individual. You know, whether it be man or woman. You know.
Yeah.
Yep. Hey, man, like. Hey, this is hey, and then you sisters, man, check out this book, man. This book, Ecclesiasticus of Sirach, the 26th chapter. You know, that tell you a lot about, you know, a woman's role, you know. But this is Ecclesiasticus or Sirach 26. 26, and I'm gonna start at verse 14. A silent and loving woman is a gift of the Lord, and there's nothing so much worth as a mind well instructed. That's a small scripture about women that says so much, because at first it says a silent and loving woman, and the world has taught women to be the opposite of silent. This world is, I mean, world has really fucked our people up, man. This world has taught the woman that, oh, you can just drop a dude, have a baby by him, drop him, go about your life, and then you got the baby, and then you talking about, well, I'm the mother and the father. Well, why did you drop the dude? You know, and I call it a manufactured struggle. You're so used to a life of turmoil that when there's peace, you create turmoil. You create it. You have to manufacture that struggle just to hold on to some reputation that black women go through a struggle. You know, like a lot of, like, it sounds crazy, but it's true, bro. Like, some people just have to live a fucking life full of struggle.
They need empathy all the
time. Yeah, empathy. Just somebody feel sorry for them, a pat on the back. Oh, girl, we going through now.
Self-sabotage. She'll jump in a ditch and then crowd bloody murder.
Yeah,
going through it. You jumped in. You the one who jumped in.
Yeah. Why didn't you catch me? You were supposed to catch me. I jumped because I thought you was gonna catch me. Well, stop thinking anybody else gonna do shit for you. Examine yourselves whether you be in the faith. Prove your own selves. Know ye not your own selves how Yahweh Shai Mashiach is in you, except ye be reprobate. Okay, so you know, if you're in the truth and you're sincere and you're a sister in the truth, you know, just keep doing what you got to do to better yourself, man. If you right, the Lord gonna pair you up with somebody, you know. But you got to be right. You can't be like these other women out here that are fucking vindictive, evil creatures, man. You can't be like that. You got all that shit, that worldly shit. You got to cut that shit loose. You got to come all the way out of that shit. For real, man. Like, everything that breathes evil, that breathes destroy this relationship, and I can do what I want to do, and men don't have power over me. Like, everything, all these wicked doctrines, you got to purge that shit out, man. Because the Lord ain't gonna put you with no man of the Lord, and you still got all that hell on you, man. And he probably had a woman that was in the world that fucked him over, and then he get with you, and it's the exact same fucking experience. You can't shut the fuck up. You don't want to listen. You know, like, men are opting out, man.
You just got an Israelite skin on it.
Yeah, man. You just the outfit you got on, or head wrap and a dress with fringes on it, and then inside is fucking hell. You know, you can't do that, man. We can't do that. We hold ourselves highly accountable, bro. I know that these two brothers hold their fucking selves accountable, because I've known these brothers for years, man. You know, you got to hold yourselves accountable too. And if you ain't been doing that, I know sisters do that, and that's good. Hey, some sisters put in the work, and that's excellent. You know, if you're doing what's right, hey, we're gonna have wives. The scriptures say we're gonna have wives. So if you're doing what's right, man, just keep fucking doing it. And eventually the Lord will, you know, send you a man, or whatever the case may be. But if you know you got work to do on yourself, fucking be doing it, man. Be working on yourself, man. Seriously. It says, but I trust that ye will know that we are not reprobates. Why? Because we work on ourselves. Because we take this serious. You know? Because when we read the scriptures, and the scriptures say da-da-da, instead of catching the feelings about it, we change it. Why I gotta do? Okay, now, you know what you don't buy.
Right.
You know, like, for real, man. Go ahead, get what you got.
1 Corinthians 11 and 8. It says, for the man is not of the woman, but the woman of the man. Verse 9. Neither was the man created for the woman, but the woman for the man. So I think that idea would be hard for a lot of women to really grasp, that you was made for a man, not the other way around, because that be their approach. They approach these things as if man was made for them.
Yep.
And it's the other way around. And you got to really understand that to really, accept the role of being submissive. It makes it easier to accept that, whether you accept it or not, that's what it's going to be, because look what's going on.
Mm-hmm. Whenever two forces meet on the same plane, there's resistance. Okay. If there's two negatives, they're not gonna press together into a positive. Whenever you put two positive sides of the magnet together, they're not gonna stick together. So the Lord made the man and the woman. It's a balance. The man is strong. The man is more focused, more reason, has more reasoning than a woman. The woman's supposed to be the softer side of everything. To balance, that's supposed to balance. The woman's supposed to be nurturing, affectionate, caring. And then you get with a woman and she ain't none of these things. They think you're supposed to fucking stay with their ass. They think you're supposed to just love them, the hell out of them flaw-filled ass. Like they not do no work. Men to do it because they get tired of being alone, but it be fucking hell in the end. Now men are opting out. Men are tired. And women just got to put in fucking work, man, just like we do. If you want a husband, man, like man, when the apostle said that, I was like, man, that's what needed to be said right there. You got to examine yourself, because we examine ourselves. We can't fix everything in your mind. You got to fix some things. Now, if you're salvageable, we'll work with you. But if you're not, then get the fuck away from me, man. You're going to just sit there, just another problem, know your problem, just sit there looking at me like I'm not really a problem if you deal with me. I don't want to deal with you. I don't want to have to deal with you. Deal with yourself. I'll deal with you if you're right.
Deal with yourself.
But if you come with that hell shit, I'm not dealing with that. Sufficient of the day is the evil thereof. You mean you're going to add more evil on top of the evil I already got to deal with? I'm not saying you're doing that, but I'm saying if that's what the mindset that you haven't healed from, then that's where you should start. Because there's a lot of sisters out there that's wearing fucking hair dresses and fringes, and it's just wicked as all fucking hell, man.
Mm-hmm.
Wicked as all fucking hell, man. I look right in the world and see you. Only thing's different is the outfit. You say you had something? Go ahead, brother.
This is Genesis chapter 3, verse 16. It says, unto the woman he said, I will greatly multiply thy sorrows and thy conception. In sorrow thou shalt bring forth children, and thy desire shall be to thy husband, and he shall rule over you.
Yeah, your husband has to be able to rule over you. Because if your husband, if your life is in his hands, he has to have some type of control over your life, right? If he's your protector, right? Everybody's saying the man is the protector, but it goes far beyond just if some danger come, I gotta jump out and save you. No, he's your protector from yourself too.
I got that word desire. That's knowledge.
The man is the protector from you and your own self too, man. So why make his job hard? We got to tell you 4 or 5 times, and you got to fight. Everything is a struggle. Men are don't want to do that. Hey, it was this white woman, right? This white woman. She went to a makeup artist, changed herself into a man, flattened her chest down, because she wanted to see what the experience of what it was to be a white man. right? I think it was like after a week or two, she killed herself.
Yeah, it wasn't long.
She killed herself. You know, because this is a white woman that's playing a white man in white society. Just think how worse, just think how bad it would be for a black woman to do that. She probably wouldn't last one day. Sufficient of the day is the evil thereof. Hey, when it comes to the most hated individual on the planet, is a brown-skinned man in America. You know what I'm saying? Bottom, you know, the bottoms out. Like, man, like, hey, people like these women. You know why? Because they want to. If men are in power, they want to screw them. They want to use them up. They like you to a certain extent. They treat you a certain way because of you know your attributes, what you look like. You got your breasts, and women know they try to use that power to gain power, but they don't. But you had some more.
Yeah, I had the word desire. That's an analogy. This is from a noun aspect. It says a craving or yearning of emotional direct towards attainment or possession. It says sensible appetite or physical desire.
Your desire should be to your husband.
Yeah, and this type of desire, I like where it says a craving or a yearning. So this desire is supposed to be where nobody else's opinion or nobody else's a way of life or look should be your main concern besides your husband. His approval, that's why when that chick said, what was her name? Steph Curry's wife. Aisha Curry. She said, oh, it's good to, you kind of want guys to gawk at you and everything. No, your whole mindset should only be towards your husband, his opinion, and how he feel and everything. That should be the only thing that everybody else is secondary. He should be what you want to do. If something's not right, you should always confirm with him first, because your desire, your yearning, your craving should always to be to please him. All right.
Yeah.
It should be what does my husband think? What does this think? Does my husband like this? Does my husband like that? And really, to be honest, if you look at it, it's such an order because that's how we are to the Lord. It says what the things that are made known to the Lord, the things that are pleasing unto the Lord are made known unto us. So we know how to please the Lord. We know what makes the Lord jealous. We know what makes the Lord mad. So just the type of energy that we give to the Lord, with the yearning that we try to, man, I need to fast more, I need to pray more. Lord, be with me. All that the type of energy we give to Yahweh Bashem Yahshua is the same type of energy your woman should give to her husband. That's why in the book of Corinthians it talks about the Yahweh is over man and man is over woman. That order should always be established. The woman yearns after the man yearns after Yahweh Bashem Yahshua, and that's how the order was set up.
And just to add, that would be more prevalent if women only knew one man. Because you got something called, when you did any brothers, I never, but any brothers, they call it clingy, but that's because her desire is to her husband. And women who understand and know that you're not virgins, you should have you should be more humble about that. The same way we are, like understanding and knowing that we was going off, and even some of the things we do in the truth, and the Lord still have mercy on us to put you in a more humble demeanor. And you should be more humble, man, knowing to realize that you can't even give your husband certain things that that a woman's supposed to be able to give him.
Yeah, like your virginity.
Exactly, like that's the main thing.
Exactly.
And then like you get in a relationship with a woman, and you thinking like it's always a competition with me and the other people that she's been with. It's always like, or like you could even either be like having sex, and then you thinking like she probably comparing me to some other nigga. Because these women are they feel. I mean, like somebody else can tell you how your woman felt to pop a cherry. You know what I'm saying? Like, and what you gonna do? You gonna just sit there like you can't say shit because they telling the truth. And then then you dealing with this woman, and then Her mindset is all rah, 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 I don't give a fuck, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I'm gonna be crazy. I'm gonna be fucked up anyway. You know, it's like, bro, like you should chill with that shit. But we're not saying sisters in the truth doing that. But if you are, man, you gotta fucking catch yourself. Hey, man, like this, man, like the Lord is putting a spirit on men to be fucking tired. He like this dude I watch on Instagram, you know, this is Folly, dude, Super Ray.
Yeah.
The woman, the chick was on there with a shovel, like I gotta be the woman and the man. And this dude, this somebody I just watched to laugh. You know, Jake is crazy. You know, I watched to laugh, but this time I didn't laugh. Cause he just went in on the bitch. The screen just went black. He said, "Cause we're tired of y'all. We fucking tired of y'all." You know, if somebody's tired of you, you gotta change. You know, because you're gonna just be crazy until people accept. People don't have to fucking accept you then. And you got to do the work, man. You got to do the work on yourself. We had to do it. It wasn't easy. Hey, we had to take rebuke. Hey, some of you women gonna have to take rebuke. Like, man, I ain't never had no father. But the prophets out there, they don't want to listen to us either, though. Oh, man, y'all too harsh. Well, be by your fucking self then. What's more harsh?
Right.
You know, like, you got to do the work, man. You got to put in the work for yourself. On yourself. You know? This is Ezekiel 18. I'm going to start at verse 23. Oh, Salakia. Let me go see if I can go back. Ezekiel 18. Ezekiel. Yeah, man. Like, I'm not saying the women not doing it, but still, like, this is Ezekiel 18 and 24 says, but when the righteous turned away from his righteousness and commit iniquity and doth according to all the abominations that the wicked man doeth. Hey, you got to just change the word from his to her and man to woman, you know, but this, you know, like that's a huge misconception. Yeah, it's just talking to man right there. You see man and you pull yourself out of the situation because it says man. No. Because the woman is of the man. What do they call the human race as a whole? Mankind, right?
Yep.
It says and committed the iniquity and do it according to all the abominations that the wicked man doeth, shall he live? All his righteousness that he hath done shall not be mentioned, and his trespass that he have trespassed, and in his sin that he have sinned, in them shall he dwell. I mean, shall he die? Salaki. In them shall he die. You know, you kind of feel crazy doing lessons like this because you know these women ain't gonna fucking listen. Like, bro, like, man, we do it. I mean, Salaki, man, we do it because, you know, like, you know, we do it because, you know, it's an honest question, you know, for edification's sake. This sister could be, you know, a real sister, but like in the back of your mind, this is how fucked up it is. In the back of your mind, you're doing this, and you're thinking these motherfuckers ain't gonna listen.
Yeah, the majority not.
That's how bad it is, bro. Thinking they ain't gonna fucking listen, man. They're gonna get mad. They're gonna turn it off when their ears, when it buzz in their ears. Like, oh, let me. It's too much. I can't take it. Yeah, but that's you. Yeah. But that's you to us. Too much. We can't take it. Verse 25. Yet ye say the way of the Lord is not equal. Hear now, O Israel. O house of Israel. Is not my way equal? Are not your ways unequal? So, you know, if you're being wicked, it's not that unequal. The Lord gave us the way, right?
Mhm.
We should be able to read this. We know how to read, right? And if you don't, they got apps where you can listen. And if you got some common sense, then you should be able to listen to it and understand what it's saying. You know? And if you believe in it, you're supposed to apply it to your life all across the board. It says, yet you say the way of the Lord is not equal. Hear now, O house of Israel, is not my way equal and not your ways equal? It says, when a righteous man turneth away from his righteousness and committed iniquity and dieth in them, for his iniquity that he have done shall he die. So if you turn away from the scriptures, what the word is saying, and you go and do wickedness, you're going to die in your wickedness. Mm-hmm. So if the word is telling you, look, you're supposed to be a servant unto your husband. You're supposed to be a silent and loving woman to your husband. You're supposed to do this. You're supposed to do that. Then if you don't apply that to your life, you're going to die in your sins. You know, if you're not a silent, loving woman, yeah, and see, and it's fucked up about the world. The world has taught these women, like being a silent woman is not cool.
It's a loser.
Yeah, a pick me, a loser. Like you got to be a fucking, you know, you got to be a siren. You got to be the loudest one in the fucking room. You know.
I heard a woman say, ask a man what he wanted in a woman and watch him describe a slave. But what does the word woman mean? So you women are not even real women, because the word woman means a servant.
Mm-hmm.
Servant to who? Her husband. So you don't even have the rights to call yourself a woman.
Yeah. And just because you got to go to work too, don't mean that you don't got to serve your husband. That's bull fucking shit. Because you'll smile and give your best to work and then treat home like shit. Yep. And a lot of you have done that and men left you and then you blame him. Oh, he fucked up. He a piece of shit. Hey, a lot of you do everything you can to make a man turn into a bad father. And when he turns into one, oh, see, he a bad father. Right. Like, motherfucker, you wouldn't let me see my kids. So I snapped. So I said, fuck it. Because you're not going to let, what he's supposed to do? Let you destroy him the rest of his natural life? No. It says again, when the wicked man turned away from wickedness that he have committed and do that which is lawful and right, he shall save his soul alive. Same thing with women. Sisters, if you're reading the scriptures and you see something that's cutting you, you can't just say, oh, well, I'm going to pick another, because God got to deal with me. God ain't through with me yet. And all that bullshit. You got to face that shit. Like, man, you know what? That's me. You know what? I be being wicked. I need to chill. I need to find a way to, hey, you gotta, all of that, lack of accountability. You got to be accountable. You got to hold yourself accountable. The scriptures say, confess thy faults one to another, man. Like, you're supposed to, even if you confess your faults to the Lord and say, Lord, I know I'm fucked up, I'm doing this. But then if you confess your faults with the Lord, then you should know after that, you gotta change that. Because now the Lord's going to hold you accountable. If you say, Lord, I know I'm fucked up, I need to change, check. Now it's got to be an action behind that. It says, because he considered and turned away from his transgressions that he have committed, he shall surely live, he shall not die. So, just like it's talking about he, him, she, her, we all got to hold ourselves accountable for our actions. We got to change from the things that this world has taught us. This world is wicked. We can't live our lives by the law of this land, of this world. Of course, we got to obey the laws that we're subject under, so that, but if it's wickedness, and you know it is, and the scriptures speak against it, you're supposed to change that. You're supposed to put in the effort to change it. You're supposed to pray. You're supposed to fast. You're supposed to do everything you can to get that off you, because that's going to get you messed up with the Lord. When you go to the Lord and you still got all this time to get that off you and you haven't, the Lord's going to be upset with you, and he might meet you with some judgment. You know, that's all of us. You know, I'm gonna read this last scripture. This is Second Ezra, the Second Ezra, chapter 16 and 17. It says, woe is me, who will deliver me in those days? Mm-hmm. Those are the days are coming. So what's more important for you to maintain the status quo of who you are, and everybody loved me for who I was, or for you to say, you know what, who I was toxic, I gotta change, I can't be that person no more, and fuck everybody else that want me to be that person, they better fucking change. But you know what, it's in my spirit to change. Let me change and be a better person. Let me get these demons off me, because the Lord wasn't accepted of the world. Yahweh Shai was despised and rejected of the world. So you're gonna have to get some of that too. You know, you might have to cut off all the people you know in the world, man. You may have to cut them off. You know, for you to better yourself, because these same people, if they see you bettering yourself, they're gonna, and they not bettering themselves, your life begins to be a cut on their life, and they start to try to sabotage you. Oh, she trying to do better. I'm out. You know, if you ever notice that you say, you know what, I'm like when you said I'm gonna quit smoking weed or whatever, you notice it's always that one nigga to be like, man, passing you the blunt. Mm-hmm. Like, I ain't believe you quit. No, nigga, you ain't quit. I did, nigga. You know, you try to say, oh, well, you know what, I'm cutting bread. This, you know, it's always that nigga that, hey man, you want some pizza? You got some pizza?
And then the minute you indulge, I thought you were,
yeah.
You're supposed to be my friend.
Yeah. Gotcha, see.
He was your damn friend. You was right.
I knew you wanted shit just like me.
See, you rather do the work on yourself than catch this. Verse 18: the beginning of sorrows and great mournings, the beginning of famine and great death, and the beginning of wars and powers, and the powers shall stand in fear. So I'm bringing this out because, you know, either you change, that's all of us. Either you work on yourself, you do the work, you know, you become that woman, you know, that's, you know, hey man, y'all got a hard road ahead of y'all. A lot of y'all, man, for real. I'm not saying there's not no good women out there, but damn, they far and few. You sisters out there that's doing what's right, man, keep doing what's right. I encourage you to do what's right. But if the Lord send you a husband, don't become a nigga, man. You know, it's easy for a woman to live a single life, but when you got to deal with somebody else in their situations and you trying to live right, it can be hard, man. So you gotta, hey, you know, you gotta apply the scriptures to your life just like everybody else. You gotta apply these scriptures. If you want a husband, when the Lord send you a husband, then you got to apply these scriptures to your life. It don't matter if you had a bad day. I had a bad week at work. So now I'm going to just be a fucking demon and somebody got to deal with it. No, nobody got to deal with you. No. You check yourself, man, at the door with that shit, because you're not going to go to work acting like that tomorrow. You know, men are tired of catching hell for things that are beyond their control. Like, we don't want to do it anymore. And if you know, men are tired of people creating problems for us, being K-leg and all that shit. But it says the beginning of sorrows and great mournings, the beginning of famine and great death, the beginning of wars, and the powers shall stand in fear. The beginning of evils. What shall I do when these evils shall come? So if you claim to be in the truth, if you ain't did the work if you ain't become the best version of yourself, I mean, you do of a righteous person, not yourself, but a righteous being that you can, then you might just suffer some judgment. You might not make it. You know, hey, I consider all the time, yeah, I may be doing the work, but I might not make it. The Lord might get rid of me. That's the fear. That's what's supposed to keep you humble. That's supposed to keep you in the right mind to fix these things that are stopping you from going forward. That's supposed to keep you in the right mind to fix shit. You know, you got to ponder on these things. This is what's coming. If I ain't right, then I might get this. Verse 19, behold, famine and plague and tribulation and anguish are sent as scourges for a minute. Hey, another thing, man, like you gonna have to consider if you get a man and your man get another woman. A lot of you can't get past that. You might have to have your husband get another couple other wives. Like I said earlier, it's about to be a bunch of PYTs running around here. You might get dropped altogether. You ain't got your shit together, you might get dropped, man. Hard times come, people tend to change. You got a man of the Lord, you better hold on to his ass. You got a man of the Lord, you got time to solidify that relationship with him and make it solid until before these evils come, because you might get dropped. If you've been giving that man hell, he might be like, you know what, this is the last straw with you. Yep. If you ain't working on your fucking self, man, just because you got head wrap and got fringes, that don't mean shit, man.
Cooking papaya mango salads. And
yeah, make a bar soap and bro, that's cool, but you better be doing the other side. You better be working on yourself, your spirit. You're walking this truth, man. You better, hey, man, you got a responsibility and duty just like we do to live right or to try to live right. You know, hey, it says, behold, famine, plague, and tribulation and anguish are sent for scourges of amendment. It says, but for all these things they shall not turn from their wickedness, nor be always mindful of the scourges. People are not mindful of the hell they catch. It's, I just had a bad day. No, nigga, the Lord was getting you, nigga. Mm-hmm. You ain't have a bad day. That don't exist. The Lord getting at you about something. That's what's happening. Mm-hmm. Going to the hospital. The doctor said, no, the Lord did that.
The doctors just don't know what's wrong with you.
Yeah, Lord, get at you, man. You got to know it. When judgment comes, that's the Lord doing that. Mm-hmm. You know? But, the thing is, man, you got to work out your own salvation just like we do. You got to become a new creature. Old things passed away. All things become new. You can't just hold on. I'm going to hold on to this little bit of nigga. This little bit of nigga got me through a lot in life. Nope, you got to cast. All nigga got to go.
You don't want to be a nigga.
This little part of nigga, this helped me. No, all nigga got to go.
Got me through my job.
Yeah, man. All nigga got to be tossed out. You got to be a new creature, man. It's a work, but hey, you rather be found doing the work of being a better, man or woman of the Lord, being a better righteous, individual. You want to be found making those changes before the Lord comes back. We're not perfect. We've been around for a little while now, for a couple of baby years. we still young in the faith, but we've been around for a little while. But we've been putting in the work. We hold ourselves accountable. Hey, to this day, it's always work to be done, even on ourselves. There's always work to be done. You know, I'll be around a apostle be like, man, you know, hey, I don't know if I'm gonna make it. I'll be like, you know, in my mind, hey, you're a man of the Lord, but the apostle will be quick to tell you, I don't know if the Lord gonna save me. I don't know if I'm gonna make it. You know, so hey, it starts with humility, man. You know, be humble. If you really want a husband, you pray for a husband. If the Lord don't give you a husband, hey, the Lord might test you and may make it seem like you're not gonna get with nobody, but you still got to do the work. You get tired, you get fed up, and start being that old person, then you only bring in more sorrow to yourself. You know, but yeah, that's pretty much it. Anybody else got any scriptures? Or? Yeah, go ahead, brother. Go ahead.
This is 2 Ezra chapter 16 and verse 49. It says, like as a whore envious a right, honest, and virtuous woman. So it says, so shall righteous hate iniquity, and she decketh herself, and shall accuse her to her face. It says, when he cometh, it shall defend him the dignity. It says, it says, when he cometh, that shall defend him the dignity, search out every sin upon earth. You know, but the point was like how the whore hate honest and righteous and virtuous women. That's why they speak bad about the women that's quiet, pick me's, the all she just want to do. She don't care how he treats her, you know, because honestly they're just jealous, you know. And then when nobody don't want them, they were like, well, yeah, and that's how the whole feminist movement started, you know.
Yeah, because a lot of these people they're losing and they want you to lose. Yeah. If they see you making righteous adjustments in your life and they don't have the discipline to do it in their own, they'll try to sabotage you. Yeah. They'll try to sabotage what you're doing. You know, because people are wicked like that.
Instead of just not being a demon, they're gonna demonize what's right.
You know? Yep. Oh, girl, she got her head up that man's ass, girl. This girl.
You can't be your own woman. You can't be independent.
It's booed up. That's another. She all booed up. Yeah, and you not.
How's independent getting you?
Yeah, but hey, that's pretty much it, bro. Hey, that was a good scripture too, man. Hey, with that, we're gonna give our praises to Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shai by Hashem Crocodiles. Double honors to our apostles. I see brothers out there pushing the word. Shalom.
Shalom.
Shalom. Go out, brothers.